Good morning to you both. At this hour on the second day of classes, it is quiet, but let me show you what's new for students and staff. You can see that tent set up outside the main gates of Columbia University, and that is in place because everybody who enters will need to show their ID. There is a strict ID policy in place so students and staff remain safe on campus. This all follows those protests that ended the school year in June and had to be broken up by the NYPD. All protests this year now actually need permits on campus. On Tuesday, the first day of classes for the new school year, students were met with protests off campus. The protests ongoing as the tensions rise following the violence in Israel and Gaza and the murders of 6 hostages by Hamas. Now, a new interim president at Columbia University is trying to avoid her predecessor's past issues of the handling of the uprising that took place on campus in the Quad in April. Buildings and Columbia property vandalized. You may remember students were arrested and the NYPD stepping in to remove agitators. Hundreds of uniformed officers entering the campus. Right now, there are only 6 security gates on all of campus that allow students and staff to access the university. And you can only protest, as I mentioned, with a permit on school grounds. Students have said they just want to be heard by the administration, and in response to the interim president, Karina Armstrong is actually holding listening sessions, enforcing training to handle anti-Semitism and Islamophobia to ensure safety on campus.
They're going to take immediate action, and there'll be consequences for students and faculty and anybody else that violates the policy.
I'm hoping that the new president who replaces her is someone who is more focused on allowing students to have a voice and giving them a platform to make their beliefs heard.
Presidents come and go, right? The institution stays forever, so it doesn't have to define an institution.
And 2 protesters were arrested outside Barnard College, which is Columbia's sister property right next door outside those gates. The NYPD says they are monitoring the situation. Outside Columbia, I'm Kalarama, Pix 11 News.